that my security, my safety, my life was in danger.
Tony Khan, the danger man, shouldn't be fearing for his life. He should be fearing for his company, because that is the real danger. AEW is on life support and it is dying every single week. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. If you didn't think Tony Khan was pathetic up until this point, then this is ball game. What he released last night on Dynamite, I have no idea why. At the expense of basically any reputation he had left, in order just to try and create, what, a small pop in the ratings. He's just ruined any credibility that he had, any credibility that AEW had, any credibility that the Young Bucks had, and I don't think they had any. He's made a mockery of everybody that works there. You seen Tony Schiavone last night. He was looking in absolute disgust that this was shown. And what did it achieve? What did it prove? It proved absolutely nothing. It proved that CM Punk tells the truth, because what CM Punk said happened legitimately actually happened. And then the Young Bucks are talking about this had potential to bring down their biggest event of the year. What? A minor scuffle backstage had potential to bring down the biggest moment of their 4-year history. Potentially put Tony Khan's life in danger. Are you shitting me? He literally pushes Jungle Boy like he said he did. He grabbed him in a headlock for like a second before it got broken up. And this somehow endangered lives. This somehow endangered a massive 80,000 stadium show. What the fuck is Tony Khan on about, man? He should be embarrassed to release this. I still can't believe it. And the Young Bucks, like, they're just sitting there. They're showing this. They're trying to incorporate it into this feud with FTR, and it just makes zero fucking sense. And nobody likes the Young Bucks anyway. We all think the Young Bucks are a joke. But after this, I mean, what chance do they have? How can they be salvaged? They can't. It's over for them. It's over for AEW. It's over for Tony Khan. So I'm actually going to look at the clip, and we'll do, I guess, a play-by-play commentary of it. There's not much there. I mean, it's literally two guys talking to each other. We see a shove. We see a headlock for a second. A couple of people run away. It gets broken up. That's it. I mean, that is literally all we've got to work with here. But yeah, let's have a look at it anyway. Alright, so we have Jungle Boy here backstage, just standing by himself. Looks like Punk is calling him out. Punk's walking over to him. Punk's getting ready here, I guess, to face Samoa Joe. Punk is telling Jungle Boy that he doesn't want to hear. He's not listening to anyone else, so we can see Punk here clearly having words with Jungle Boy. No one's really paying attention apart from this guy with the headset. Jungle Boy's saying a few things back to Punk. I guess he's giving him shit, because that's what Punk said. We can see Punk here looking back at the producer. Obviously not too happy. Then he's pointing fingers at somebody as if he's trying to say you're jeopardising this or you're not listening to him. Jungle Boy then responds to Punk. Before we know it, Punk then pushes Jungle Boy, grabs him in a headlock, and then Samoa Joe comes to save Jungle Boy. We see Aubrey Edwards here, just pure runaway in fear. She's like throwing her hands up and then leaving. Punk's desperately trying to get at Jungle Boy. He's been restrained by 2 people. 3 people now, I guess. Malachi Black comes over to, I don't know, maybe put some sort of voodoo on Punk. Punk can't have it. He's had enough, and he says, I'm fucking done with this shit, and he walks off. So, yeah, I mean, there was like a combination of what? No punches thrown, which Punk said. There was 1 headlock applied, which Punk said. And it got broken up before anything else could happen, which Punk said. So everything Punk said was true here. So the question is, why did they air this? Other than to try and get a rating. What was the point of airing this? It's not like Punk came out last week, said a few things about AEW. I'm going to assume everything he said was true. Tony Khan didn't like it. Some of the people in the company didn't like it. If they were going to air this and show CM Punk to be a liar, then I could understand that. You know, they're trying to defend their company. They're trying to prove this guy wrong and show that what he's saying isn't necessarily true. But they've showed this, and 100% what he said is what happened. And then when they were doing the recording, that you seen like people recording this on the Titantron during the show, and the crowd were all chanting for CM Punk. Everybody in the arena wants a guy that works for WWE at an AEW show. It's fucking embarrassing. You had like 2 people chanting fuck Punk and all this stuff, but the majority of people there wanted Punk. You've got the Young Bucks trying to play this into a storyline with the FTR. They're saying that they don't respect FTR and that they lost the match at All In because of this. So they lost a match at All In because Punk pushed Jungle Boy? I mean, what sense does that make? And then they're talking about how this event almost brought down the entire show. How? It was a push. I mean, it was literally a push and a 1 second headlock backstage. How could that bring down anything? I mean, it didn't even bring down Jungle Boy. How could that bring down an entire show? It makes no logical sense. But they are trying to promote this as if it's like something horrific backstage that happened, and now they can no longer respect FTR. And what's this even got to do with FTR? They mentioned the fact that Punk is, I don't know, FTR's a fan of Punk or something like that, and now they don't respect them because there was this pushing match backstage. This is also what Tony Khan said. He was fearing for his life. He says that his health was in danger, his life was in danger. By saying your life is in danger, that means that you think there's a possibility that your life could be taken from you. That's what that means. If you say your life's in danger, you think there's a possibility that you may not make out of this situation. How the fuck could Tony Khan not make out of this? He wasn't even there. How can Tony Khan possibly... How can anything bad happen to him? He's not even there. I mean, it was a push and a headlock. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. FTR came out afterwards to respond to it, and they're like, you know, what does this even prove? What was the point of showing that? And the fucking, I mean, they're bang on. You can't really argue with them. What was the point of showing it, other than a cheap rating pop at the expense of, I mean, your reputation and coming off like fucking mongoloids? So was it worth it? Who cares? Let's say this segment does. Let's say this gets over 1 million views. Big wow. I mean, next week you're going to be back at doing, what, 700, 650, because the Young Bucks don't draw. So, I mean, who cares if you pop us like a decent rating for a 1 quarter segment if it's going to ruin your reputation like this? I mean, it doesn't make sense. It wasn't worth it. And we'll see if Tony Khan responds to this. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be lots of negative backlash and criticism, and he will no doubt be on Twitter replying away, trying to defend himself and blocking people, because that's normally what he does. But I mean, he should probably block himself here. Maybe, I don't know, restrict his account or forget his password or something, or just hand his Twitter account over to his dad and let him control it, because this is, I mean, could you... Lost for words, guys. Lost for words. So, yeah, I don't know what I was expecting when I seen this, but basically what CM Punk said happened actually happened, and that's it. There's nothing else to add here. There's nothing else to say here. CM Punk literally told the truth about what happened. We see him confront Jungle Boy about the glass spot. Jungle Boy's been told by producers, etc. stuff. CM Punk told Tony Khan to handle this, or else he would handle it. CM Punk went over. Jack Perry was giving him, I'm assuming, lip back. That's what it looks like. And then CM Punk attempted to handle it, but before anything could really happen, it got broke up. That's what happened here. Nothing else happened here. Yet, for some reason, this was promoted tonight as if it was like going to be groundbreaking. It was going to shock the world. It's somehow going to push AEW in the right direction and, I don't know, enhance this FTR Young Bucks feud. How does it enhance anything? I mean, the only thing this could enhance is AEW dying quicker, maybe. That's probably it. But, yeah, guys, what an embarrassment this is. So let me know your thoughts down below. I also noticed that AEW didn't show this on their YouTube clip for some reason. So obviously after the show they upload clips, and they actually cut that part out. They had like the entire Young Bucks segment, but they cut out the entire All In part that the Young Bucks showed. So it's almost like maybe they're regretting it. Maybe they think this was a bad idea, which it was. So we'll see what happens, guys. Anyway, that is it. Catch you in the next one. Let me know your thoughts down below. I thought this was really pathetic, and yeah, I don't see how Tony Khan can come back for this. I mean, I had no respect for the guy anyway. I mean, I don't think he's a horrible person. I don't hate Tony Khan, but he's a moron. You know, he is an idiot, and it's things like this that just prove that. So let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.